Guys, we are in Dallas, just left Austin for a hands-on course. If you want to take a hands-on course, you can go on 245 Academy. There's dates there. Also on my Instagram page, you can see what expos I'll be hitting. I'll be going to this year. Other than that, man, this haircut tutorial right here is kind of like, it's an easy fade. It's something you find all the time. It's a typical thing that you get in the barbershop. And number one on the sides, people ask for it. I feel like more than a ball fade. But his hair texture is a little difficult. We're gonna texture the hair. We're gonna cut it. We are going to style it. But best of all, we're going to unveil our newest product, the 245 Volumizing Pure Powder. All right, but say no more. Let's go ahead and get this tutorial started. All right, guys. So we got a tough texture of hair today. Very coarse hair. Like this is this is not easy, but we're gonna take it on. I'm gonna try to give you guys some tips. Hopefully you guys learn something in this video. So what I'm doing right now is I'm creating small partings about a ½ inch each, kind of following the hair growth pattern. And you can see that I'll create the parting, I'll grab the hair, and then I'll pull the hair towards me just to create a squared shape. Everything on the other side of my fingers is the length that we're retaining. And the reason why I'm cutting this way with my shears is just so I don't have to, it's just better on the body, it's better posture. Like if you guys try it out, you'll notice instantly you're not straining to lift your shoulders up, your elbows up too much, and it's just a much more comfortable way of cutting. All right, once we do that all the way around the head, we'll start to cut the length on the top. And I'm doing a little bit more of like a more pronounced textured cut. Like I'm not going blunt. Blunt is just straight across. We're kind of going at an angle, kind of leaving like a choppy look, just because the finished result, he wants texture. He wants almost like a messy look. And the way we're cutting it, he's gonna be able to just add product while it's dry and just shake his hair, and it'll be ready to go. So once we're done cutting with the shears, we'll go ahead and start blow drying the hair, or scissors, whatever you prefer to call them. They say scissors are for paper in the States. They say shears are for sheep, you know, across the pond. So, and all I'm doing is I'm blow drying the hair in every direction, just trying to get it nice and dry, trying to get it dry in the roots as well, using a Dyson blow dry, the supersonic, which is amazing. Alright, it is worth the hype. Alright, and all I'm doing right now is I'm point cutting, going directly into the hair. This is more to soften up the hair as opposed to create texture. If I wanted more texture, I'd go at it at an angle, a little bit more of an angle. It does create texture, but not as pronounced as if you add a more distinct angle. Okay, so now we're done with the top. We'll start cutting the sides, and I'm going to create my initial guideline. Then I'm going to create my base, and then we can fade it just like any normal fade. So for me, because his hair is so coarse and it sprouts out so much, I'll probably use a number 4 to create my base up off the parietal ridge. And then we know we're blending a number 1 into a 4. Okay, and we're doing this all the way around. I'm using the Babyliss Gold FX clippers. A lot of people keep commenting, how come you're not using the Gold FX, you're using the seniors? How come you don't use the masters, you're using the seniors? Guys, like, I don't make a video and upload it the very next day. It doesn't work that way. I try to record as many videos as possible, keep them in the chamber. Sometimes I forget I got videos in some of these SD cards that I have, and I see it and I'm like, oh, I can edit this one and upload it, you know? So there's no, like, please don't pay attention to that. You guys are overthinking things. If I say I like a clipper, I like a clipper. If I don't, then I don't. Like, y'all trying to see past that. It's all good. Trust me when I say, you know, I used the Babyliss FX Gold FXs for months before I dropped the tutorial. Same thing with the seniors, same thing with the shavers. Like any review that I do, I've been using them, and I try to be as unbiased as possible. But I do a pretty good job these days of trying stuff with potential. I don't just grab, you know, I don't know, some clippers that just, you could just tell I'm probably gonna give them a bad review. I don't really want to do that to companies either, but it is what it is. If you guys ask me if I like a clipper, I'll be honest with you. I only do reviews on clippers that I want to try, and typically I got a pretty good idea of what's gonna be worth trying. So anyways, once we do our number 4, we've created our guideline, we've created our base. Now we're gonna blend down from the 4 to the 1. So we'll go to our 3 guard, then our 2 guard, then our 1.5 guard, and we might have to follow it up with the 1 open. Every time going a little bit lower than the last guard we left off. So here's my number 3. We're doing that all the way around the head. And we'll follow it up with the number 2 right underneath it, as you can see. Then the 1.5 guard, then the 1 open, and the face should be done. You might have to detail a little bit afterwards. And the reason why I decided to fade from the number 4 down is because with hair texture like this, if you go up too high, you'll definitely cause issues that are really hard to fix. Like, you'll mess up the silhouette so bad. It's not like cutting like fine hair or cutting like curly texture hair, where if you go up a little bit too high, it's all good. We can do something to kind of fix it. But this hair texture is like severely unforgiving when it comes to hair sprouting out. And yo, this just announced, guys, I'll be in Iowa. Is it Iowa? Hold on. I think it's Iowa. Hold on. Let me double check this. Hold on. It's embarrassing. But just so you guys know, it's one take with my voiceover, so I keep it real transparent. But anyways, I'm gonna be at the Clash of the Clippers. Just last minute added that to the list of expos we're gonna be going to. From now on, we're gonna try to hit as many expos as possible, just because Tomb 45 is doing so well. The product line has expanded so much. It's worth it now to go to these shows, because we're trying to showcase these products and show you guys what they can do. And that's the best way to do it, in my opinion. We're gonna lose money at a lot of these shows. Like, you don't go to one bit of advice, because people ask me all the time, you know, how do I get a product? You're not gonna create a product and think you're gonna create your sales by going to shows. You're gonna lose money at the shows. The shows are just for branding, right? So you got to create sales that are going to help you fund going to the shows, because when you talk flights and shipping packages and stuff, it gets expensive. So here I'm just kind of refining with clipper over comb. I'll probably refine one more time with scissor over comb, and this is just me cleaning up any little things, especially with coarse hair like this. It helps me clean up any little scraggling hairs that are sticking out from the sides. Like I've always told you guys, I don't really use clipper over comb to create shape. I use it mostly to refine the shape. Okay, so yeah, it's Clash of the Clippers. It's going to be in Des Moines, Iowa, September 16th. So on a Sunday at the Forte Banquet and Conference Center. It's going down. Never thought in my life I'd be in Iowa. But when you go to events, you network with amazing people. And this guy, he had invited me, but I already had something scheduled. It opened up, and now we're gonna come out. So hope to meet a bunch of you guys in Iowa, man. Come out. Alright, so when we're doing the taper, it's really simple. It's a number 1 already on the side, guys. So you'll start off with the clipper closed, open it up like a third of the way, and go up about a third of the way. Just keep opening it until it is blended. Once you get to like the clipper all the way open, you could tilt the clipper forward, almost like a scraping motion, and blend right into that number 1 really easily. Then we'll follow it up with the shaver, and the taper's done. So now let's go ahead and start giving him that crispy lineup. For him, it's really important that C cup is strong and that it's pointed. So just with the clippers, you can see what his hairline is. It is popping. And this is that whole kind of fusion of hairstylists and barbering. Like, we did the scissor work, the nice textured look. We did some scissor over comb, all that good stuff. And then on the sides, we're really bringing in that urban barbering, the fading, the sharp lines. You know, it's to me, it's a really dope fusion, and it's something that's trending right now, and I love it. I love the whole fusion of the whole hairstyling industry and the barber industry to create these looks, man, because for so long it's been so cookie cutter. You just kind of like pick a hair color on a poster and I'll put it on you. Like, now I feel like the game has changed. It's changing. Like, I feel like now we're paying attention to so much more and actually caring about how the haircut is gonna fit on somebody. It's always been in the books, but come on, we won't pay attention to that stuff. But now you're kind of like, oh, there's purpose behind it. It's worth paying attention to, like, you know. So I'm having a lot of fun with cutting hair. At this point in my career, man, I don't even like cutting hair for money no more. Like, I just like cutting hair to create. It's almost like when you make a YouTube video, you create a YouTube video, and then when you start creating YouTube videos to make money, it's not as fun no more. And I just feel like the lineup now is really bringing everything together. And for the 100th millionth time, no, my clippers are not zero gap. His hair is just taking this line. Some people just really take a good line. Some people don't, you know, and you gotta go the extra mile. You gotta do the razor against the grain just to get some type of line. But for him, his hair is just good for lineups. Now again, we're refining everything with scissor over comb, and then we're gonna add our Tomb 45's newest hairstyling product. You guys can see the shape. The shape came out really nice in my opinion for his texture of hair. So now we're gonna put some Tomb 45 pure powder. It's a hairstyling, texturizing, and volumizing powder. You don't want to put too much, okay? I like to shake some on, try to get a little bit into the roots, but not directly on the scalp, and then work it through the hair. And you can see right away the texture that it creates. It creates volume, all while still allowing you to move the hair. It's not like that sticky, crunchy feel or that really hard caked up feel. And then here I'm just kind of playing with how his hair wants to lay, and I created a little piece right there. And that's it. That's the final look. The powder is available right now at tomb45.com. Make sure you get it and pick up a bunch, because I'm telling you right now, they sell. When you use it in the shop, customers want it right away. This is a before and after. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Love you guys.